Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Thursday afternoon. I have several things to cover. I have a terrific passage I'm going to share with you. All right. I may have two, actually. I may have three, but they're not going to be real long, so bear with me. But they're good ones, I promise. So stay tuned for that. I think we need to be stocking up. If you've been taking a reprieve, you haven't done a lot of prepping lately, you kind of laid off of it, doing other things, we need to look at that. We need to stock up. All right. I didn't say panic buy because some folks are doing that. There's reports of it going on with people panic buying with all the tariff talk. Okay. Don't do that. There's a big difference between panic buying / hoarding, you want to call it hoarding, and preparedness. Preparedness is like a lifestyle. It's not stressful. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't break your budget either. If you do it over time, slowly, a little bit at a time, grab a few extra here or there, grab one extra can. Over time, it builds up, and you might be, like, dog, I haven't been a big preparedness person, and I don't know what to do now. Go and grab just grab a few extra things. All right. More on that in a minute. Saw a while ago, as far as tariffs are concerned, the total percentage tariff on Chinese goods that will be coming into the United States is 145%. It was 20%, and now when you put that 125% added to it, that totals up, the way I read this, 145% tariff on Chinese goods coming into the United States. All right. Now, going the other way on United States goods going into China is 84% right now. It's no secret that we buy a lot, United States, and I would say probably Canada, buys a lot, especially the United States, from China. But it's not just China, it's a lot of Asian nations. All right, a lot, Indonesia, Japan as well, a lot, Taiwan, you name it. China is the one that has the big tariff on it because he did a pause on all the other big tariff hikes for at least 90 days. So keep that in mind. All right. Another thing I wanted to, and I meant to mention this in yesterday's video, but a lot of people are freaking thinking that, things that are on the shelf right now, from a product on the shelf to an automobile on a lot of a dealership, used or new, they should not be hiking the price of that and say it's due to a tariff. That's flat out gouging. All right, that's just, it should be against the law. Because the tariff, there's a provision in there that what they say on the water, so even if goods are on the water now, when he made that announcement, not supposed to apply to that. It's supposed to apply to goods that have yet to be, that are about to be shipped out of China or wherever. So especially if things are already in stock and they've been sitting on the shelf for a while, or the Toyota or the Honda has been sitting on the lot for days, even a few days, even especially 30 days, whatever, how many days, there should be no hike in the price due to a tariff. If they start pulling that, that's an automatic run the other way. Call them on it and then run the other way. So keep that in mind. So things on the shelf now, it shouldn't apply to that. Let us know if you're seeing that. China is also asking other countries to join them in the fight against this trade war against the United States. The article that I read named specifically Australia, where China's trying to enlist Australia to join in this battle on Chinese side, and Australia said, nope, we will not side with you on anything right now. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that, Australia. All right. Because nothing against the people, I love Australians, but their government, sometimes I wonder, like, what the world. But here they said, nope, we're staying with the United States. So that's a good thing. I was glad to see that. All right. Folks from Australia, speak up in the comments. Let us know. I know sometimes y'all pop up. You know, I know y'all out there. All right. But yeah, I wanted to mention that about, you know, things that are already here, you know. I mean, and don't panic. I mean, if you need something, go get it. Kind of like this thing of it's on sale. Well, if something's on sale, it doesn't necessarily need you. It doesn't mean you necessarily need it. If you need it, or if it's something you use a lot, you might be getting a little low. Yeah, grab it. Grab extra. You know, if it's an item you're a little low on, you know, and it's a good buy right now, a BOGO or something like that, sure, grab it. That's what we do. If we see an unusual deal or that's been lower than what it has been, and it's an often used item for us, we usually go ahead and grab it. Not always, but usually. Stock up. We need to stock up, folks. Now, I mean, grab a little extra. All right. If you're already kind of been a preparedness person, it's not like you need to be starting from ground zero and you need everything, right? But a few things I was thinking about, and y'all can add to this list in the comments. Let us know. But some things I was thinking about is, you know, if you need this or running low on it, like I said, or fill in the gap, fill in a hole, it might not be a bad time to go ahead and stock up a little more, a little extra. You know it's going to be a need, especially we're in spring, we're going into summer. Things you might use more in the summer, especially if you do yard work or you do a garden or something. About your garden stuff, your supplies, clothes in general, including shoes. Take a look at that. Even if it's something for the winter and it's a special price, may not be a bad idea to grab it if it's a need. If it's a need, or you see it's going to be a need. A lot of people are talking about coffee. Price has been going up on coffee, but it's been going up before the tariff hysteria started, right? So if you're a coffee drinker, definitely stock up. I'm stocking up on coffee. Miss Dog can tell you, I've probably got enough coffee I might have a lifetime supply by now, but anyway, because I need it. Miss Dog don't even drink coffee. Even if you're not a coffee drinker, what's a reason that you might want to stock up on coffee? Could be a bartering item. You never know. Or give it away or make it a gift. If the price keeps going up, it'd be a good gift for somebody. Hey, birthday, Christmas, you never know. Before you know, you'll turn around, Christmas is going to be here. Bartering item. Trade. Hey, Bob down the street grows all these tomatoes. He's been giving you the tomatoes. Give him some coffee. You know, get a deal worked out. Electronics. Now that's broad. Appliances. You can put appliances in there if you're something you really need. You got something that's long in the tooth, man. It's old. It could go at any time. Okay, take a look at that. Parts, electronics, batteries. Take a look at batteries. All right. I'm trying to think of items that could really shoot up in price. All right, especially lighters. You know, your little lighters. Over-the-counter meds. We get a lot of our over-the-counter meds from them, y'all, and we shouldn't be that way, but that's the reality. Over-the-counter meds, first aid items, Band-Aids and such, self-defense tools, AMMO, that kind of stuff. Take a look at it. Almost always use more. And I know a lot of that can be made here, but still, get more. Get more if you can. It's like almost every time I walk into somewhere like a Cabela's or a Academy Sports, I always go and grab an extra box. Almost every time. You know, it's there. It's in stock. I grab it, unless it's crazy price, of course. Your pet food, your pet supplies, other supplies, or food for your animals if you got livestock. The equipment for that. Pay down what debt you can. I always say this. I'm not going to be one of these that come on there and say, you should be debt free. Yeah, we all should be debt free, but it's not really a reality right now for all of us. Or not right now. You work towards it. We work towards it. Will we ever be totally 100%? Probably not. I mean, probably not. Even if you are, you're still paying taxes. You're still paying property taxes, most likely. Pay down what you can. Knock off something. Be strategic. Make a plan. And then when you knock something off, it's like something you can check off and say, I did that. And that kind of motivates. That's the way we've been doing it. It motivates you like, yeah, we did that. What's next? What's next? Boom, 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 you know, and just go for it. So use that as a tool. Let's buy American when we can. I've been saying this, but buy a dang American. I don't care what it is. If it's a pen, to a car, to a truck, to I don't know, a phone. I know that can be difficult. It can be difficult. Some things it's almost impossible. I get it. But where it is possible, let's do that as much as we can. Best we can. That's what we're doing. We really are. It's getting cold. I'm going to turn this off. But, and I'm in the shade, so it's a little cooler here. But, yeah, where you can do that. You know, other things to think about. You know, are your tires bald? Getting there? Take a look at that. May not be a bad time to get it. Get it done. Let's invest in ourselves. I mentioned this yesterday. Our body, our health, our own bodies. What can we do to improve that? Whether it's just doing a little more walking. As we're able. I know not everybody is able. I get it. I'm going to go to some passages because they're good ones and they're going to make you think. I promise. They worked for me. I'm in the book of James. I read a lot from James. Good stuff. We're going in the book of James. Starting in chapter 1. Starting verse 5. But if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all generously and without reproach, and it will be given to him. But he must ask in faith without any doubting. For the one who doubts is like the surf of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. Don't be one of those who's so easily swayed, you know. You hear something, you know, let's be smart. Let's stay close to our Savior and ask of God. He gives to all generously, it says. That is true. Ask in faith. That's encouraging to me. Also, later in the book of James, chapter 4, verse 6, but he gives a greater grace. Therefore it says, God is opposed to the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Gives grace to the humble, you know. Humble, and then in verse 10, humble yourselves in the presence of the Lord, and he will exalt you. It don't say he might, or think about it. He will exalt you. Man, that's gold, man. That's gold. Humble ourselves. All right. Hope that's helpful. Let's keep our preparations going. Spiritual number 1, of course. Share your thoughts. If this could help somebody, share it. If you like, hit the like button. It helps us out. If you don't, okay. can scroll on or give it another shot some other time. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Let's be safe. Let's be careful out there. Be alert. Stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.